to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing.
Before they label XRP the standard, we gon' blast off. You gon' be stranded, be deserted, that's a bad call. All them coins you holding, they collapse, that's a bad fall.
What's up, XRP fam? What's up, crypto family? It's the bag man back in the building. How's everybody doing out there? I hope y'all are doing well, holding strong, stuffing those bags, and enjoying the show out there. I got a quick XRP Ripple video to go over. We got some bullishness to dive into. Before we jump in, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and drop a comment down below that you subscribe, and I'll drop the bag man emoji on you. Shout out to all the OGs out there. Make sure to smash that like button. Also, shout out to all the new members out there. Nagar, MJ, Chris Lawrence, Kurt Chris the God, Crypto Tells. Let's go ahead and dive in to this extra bullishness.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to the show. XRP money never sleeps.
XRP money never sleeps. 24/7 days a week.
If you haven't noticed out there, it looks like there's a war going on between eco-friendly cryptos and non-eco-friendly cryptos. Chris Larsen, the crypto community has lots to celebrate this Earth Day. Many are working towards clean energy future. However, transitioning to 100% renewable only solves part of the problem. My belief is that the Bitcoin community should consider moving from proof of work. The world today looks vastly different than it did in 2009 when Bitcoin was first launched. Proof of work is no longer the only effective and secure validation method. We now have the standard XRP. If Bitcoin prices continue to grow at the rate today, carbon emissions could measure in the gigatons by the decade end. Some Bitcoin advocates use a number of questionable claims, greenwash the issue. I refute these arguments, including ABT trap energy, an unlimited renewable energy supply, and cost of solar/wind versus fossil fuels, partly cheaper in the US, but that's far from true globally. The original dream of crypto, building a more efficient and inclusive financial system for all, is finally here with XRP. If only the industry transitions to low energy/carbon technology. No, it's a bold proposal to suggest moving from proof of work, but this Earth Day, let's at least discuss it. There's also a Medium post. He says the Medium post reflects his personal views and not that of Ripple or Ripple Works. As a citizen of the world, this is a topic we should all care about. The original dream of crypto, building a more efficient and inclusive financial system for all, is finally here. The race to zero emissions and why the world depends on it. The good news is that the technology exists today to reach the net zero, and it's affordable. Jump on the standard XRP. Here goes another post. If you haven't noticed, Ripple constantly beating this drum. At Ripple, we're committed to being a sustainable company and plan to reach carbon net zero by 2030. Learn more about the sustainability efforts here, where Ripple is leading the charge. We also have from Square Crypto, if Bitcoin needs anything, it's more white papers. In this one, at Square and ARK Invest team up to argue for Bitcoin as a key driver of renewable energy's future. And Chris Larsen says your data is US only. It's blatantly false that the solar/wind globally are cheaper than fossil fuels. Also, if US was actually cheaper, miners would have moved operations here. /US miners would have a higher percentage of HP. We'll see if the foundry remains in the top after Xinjiang is fully back. And then David Schwartz says if there's any evidence that Bitcoin mining can be profitable as a buyer of last resort, common sense would say that if you can't get the maximum value out of your ASICs or they become obsolete, you're minting at a disadvantage and will lose to more efficient competitors. Also, David Schwartz says saying Bitcoin incentivizes the development of clean power is like saying gas guzzlers incentivize the development of electric cars. Problem with growing clean power isn't that there's not enough demand for power. If clean power is cost competitive with dirty power, it will grow. If not, it will require artificial incentives to grow. It's that simple. More demand makes no difference. And then once again, Chris Larsen, excited to share the first project funded through the Larsen and Lamb Climate Initiative, a plant that converts 70,000 tons of garbage per year into negative carbon hydrogen. Proud to work alongside Omni CT and Dan Kamen to fuel a decarbonized economy. Brings the first of its kind waste to hydrogen product to market in the fight against the climate change. Ripple always leading the charge here. And here goes the website right here, Omni CT. negative CO2 footprint. So Ripple continuing to lead the sustainability agenda to achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. What makes XRP and the XRP Ledger Green? Most currencies today, whether digital or physical, is not environmentally friendly. The potential long-term impact on our planet could hold startling consequences. The digital asset XRP was designed with sustainability in mind. The XRP Ledger processes transactions through a unique consensus mechanism that consumes negligible energy, and all XRP currency is already in circulation. It is the first major blockchain network to be fully carbon neutral. Other digital assets like Bitcoin rely on different mechanisms to both validate transactions and create new coins. This proof of work algorithm requires mining. Mining is an incredibly energy-intensive process for validating transactions that consume more energy in 1 year than entire countries do. Cash also leaves a substantial carbon footprint, and the environmental impact goes beyond energy consumption due to waste, photochemical ozone creation, greenhouse gas emissions, and more factor into the equation. Adopting XRP more broadly will help limit this waste and ensure a sustainable future for our planet and the global economy. If you hold XRP the standard, then you probably already know what's going on behind the scenes with these other blockchains. Schwab says we need regulatory clarity on crypto before any offerings. We would like to see more regulatory clarity, and when that comes, you should expect Schwab to be a big player in that space, the same way it has been a player in other investment opportunities across the spectrum. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commissions appear likely to draft its first guidelines for cryptocurrencies after the agency's new chairman, Gary Gensler, early this month promised to provide guidance and clarity to the rapidly evolving markets. And once that regulatory clarity comes in, you better watch out for these other cryptocurrencies that aren't so eco-friendly. We might be moving to a new standard. David Schwartz in 2019, Joe Katz predicted exactly what the SEC enforcement ended up doing.
It's very hard to decide how the laws apply. And that's why I think you'll see many organizations, Ripple and many others, Coin Center is another, lobbying regulators not so much to change the law, but to clarify it, like to tell us what it is that we need to do so that someone doesn't come down 2 years later and say, hey, what you were doing completely in the open and completely transparently for the last 4 years was illegal from day one, and you should have known that. And we're like, we meet with you like every week about what we're doing, and now you're telling us we should have realized 4 years ago that it was fundamentally and completely illegal? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And so
something big is happening. Something big is going on behind the scenes, and I hope that you have those bags packed, because if you don't, then it's probably too late. And when that regulatory clarity kicks in, Bank of England knows. In a recent successful test of the Interledger program developed by Ripple, blockchain promises greatly reduce settlement times and fees for end users by removing or reducing corresponding banks and foreign exchange intermediaries. Along with value chain, Ripple allows direct peer-to-peer international payments with an efficient FX market making, automated auction process to translate from one currency to another via the internal XRP cryptocurrency, the standard. Buying Ripple XRP as it gets ready to turn bullish. XRP was the very last major cryptocurrency to turn bullish, only starting the surge April this year, while the majority of the market started the massive bull run in Q4 of last year. Nonetheless, it made up for the delay as it climbed pretty close to $2 from 50 cents, catching up to the show late, just like in the previous bull run. It traded in a range until recently, as we mentioned in 2021. Ripple forecast, but the bullish move of the first 2 weeks of April was really strong, gained about 350% in less than 2 weeks, but the retreat came last weekend, sending most cryptos diving lower, although it seems like the retreat has ended for cryptocurrencies. He says the lows are getting higher and the highs are getting lower as well, forming a triangle, which is expected to break out anytime now. The other cryptos such as Ethereum and Litecoin have already turned bullish, with Ethereum/USD already making new record highs today. So the breakout is more likely to the upside for Ripple as well. Watch out for the end of April for XRP blasting off. I hope you're on that rocket ship with your bags packed. XRP price prediction, 2 catalysts that could push Ripple to all-time highs. The first one, the upcoming Flare network launch. The second catalyst, the SEC lawsuit win. And the third catalyst combined with those two, the bull run, sending XRP to the moon. What does this mean for XRP's price predictions? Let's see what some of the experts have to say. One says as we move closer to the month of May, both the fundamental and technical picture bodes well for XRP. Perhaps the month of May could be the period when XRP tests the all-time highs of 330 If the movement remains strong, it is possible XRP may even test 330 before May arrives. Watch out for April. Regardless of the short-term bearish outlook provided by the technical analysis and some on-chain metrics, a sudden spike in bullish pressure that results in a decisive close above 153 will invalidate the bearish thesis. In such a case, XRP could surge 30% to retest the local top at $1.96. Another one says, therefore, in my view, the currency may resume in the upward trend as bulls target the next key resistance at $2. For this to happen, bulls will need to move above the 23.6 retracement level at $1.53. This prediction will be invalidated if it moves below the 50% retracement level at $1.06. And the last one says, on the upside, Ripple bulls have a task to sustain the upward trend to about $1.40 and close the day above the 50 SMA resistance. Here, more buyers would be called into the market as speculation builds for an upward swing beyond $2, going up towards those all-time highs for XRP. If XRP repeats the 3-month candles from last cycle, we would see the following prices within these months: April $238, May $710, and June $47. The first data point to verify would be the end of April and a price at $2.38. Shout out to the Crypto Bull 2020. And with that being said, XRP has about 8 days left in April till we get till May, hoping for XRP to reach those all-time highs by the end of this month. Also, a lot of those analysis saying $2 by April. So we'll continue to keep an eye out on the raging bull XRP as we move closer and closer to our moonshots and we hit our first moonshot target. Other than that, Turkish crypto exchange goes offline, CEO missing. Get your crypto offline, get it onto your cold storage. Make sure your private keys are stored correctly. Buckle up, pack those bags, and get ready for the ride, because we're still just getting started. And XRP is the most eco-friendly. It still works, it's still fast, it's still efficient. No matter what the SEC says or what happens, XRP will be the standard of all cryptocurrencies, and the others will have to follow suit once that regulatory clarity kicks in. But before they label XRP the standard, we're gonna blast off. With that being said, I hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes, and I will catch y'all all in the next one. I'm gonna go stuff another bag. Peace out, crypto family.
You gonna need some help, better call a crypto doctor. If you ain't holding bags, looking foolish, looking awkward. I've been getting bags, stuffing bags in your honor. All my coins deflation, every day be printing dollars. All my bags dripping wet and they all water. 1% made it out your bags underwater. Shout out to my people across the globe, yeah we did it. If you're holding strong, God